guy who gave us such hits as Feels Like the First Time, Hot Blooded, Cold as Ice, Waiting for a Girl Like You, Midnight Blue, Urgent, Head Games. The list goes on and on. The voice of Foreigner, Mr. Lou Gramm. Lou, welcome to Psychobabble.
Thanks.
Good to have you here. Now,
Good to be here.
now all those hits, I stopped short there. Depending on which Wikipedia site you look at, you guys had something like 20 top 40 hits. The singles were amazing. Do you ever hear one of your songs on the radio and think, damn, I'm good?
Well, I don't exactly think that. You know?
Okay.
I'm a little bit self-critical, but I'm very proud of the whole repertoire of work that we did.
It was an amazing string. There are bands that pray for one hit. You guys just kept pumping them out. Was there a formula there?
No formula. It was just I think the chemistry of good songwriting and sparse but effective playing. You know?
Okay, all right. And I'm not going to ask you which one was your favorite, because everybody always says, well, they're like my children, they're all different. But
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I've heard that before from a lot of songwriters. But as far as the creation process, from start to finish, is there one that you remember as being a really intense experience or enjoyable experience?
I think Jukebox Hero went through a number of changes in the song right from the word go, and every time it changed, it got better.
Wow.
So it really was a joy to work on, and couldn't be happier with the results.
And I know you're a spiritual man, so when you're creating something like that, do you feel like you've tapped into something outside yourself?
I definitely do, yes.
Okay.
I know where it all comes from.
Absolutely.
And that's my Lord and Creator.
Yeah, good for you, man.
Absolutely.
Now, you've played millions of gigs all over the world. Any outstanding Spinal Tap moments that you remember?
I'll tell you, I don't know about Spinal Tap, but I'll tell you a pretty cool moment. We were playing in Munich, and this had to be in the early 80s, just after 4 came out.
Wow.
And we sold out a huge auditorium in Munich, and when we came off stage and the audience was giving us an encore, into the dressing room comes Robert Plant and Jimmy Page.
Oh, man.
All right?
Oh, man.
And of course they knew Mick from years ago, and I met them both, and we're talking and this and that, and then we had to go back on stage right away, and we asked them to come and join us and jam.
Oh, wow.
And they did, and the crowd went bonkers before we even struck a note, you know. Mm-hmm. And we did a whole lot of love. Yep, into Hot Blooded.
Wow. Wow.
It was awesome.
Well, now you're in the midst of the Jingle Bell Rock Tour, which is you, Eddie Money, and Mickey Thomas. What was the inspiration for this?
Actually, our booking agent, Christiane Weiss, put that idea together and just more or less called each of us and asked us if we'd be interested in doing something after our tours were over around the holidays, and the concept sounded interesting, a little strange, but interesting, and it sounded like it would be a lot of fun. So I thought I'd sign on and give it a whirl, and we've done 2 shows, and so far it's been a lot of fun.
Cool. Well, now guitar players will tell you about this perhaps mythical illness called LSD, lead singer disease, where supposedly lead singers have a bit of an ego problem. Now, you've got 3 lead singers on this tour. Running in any trouble with that?
Not yet.
Okay.
I mean, it's only 2 gigs in.
Right. I want to check back with you at the end of the tour and for some juicy stories. And
how much time will you have?
Flipped out. Yeah,
right. Eddie's been very good.
We've talked to Eddie before, and he
Yep.
seems like a very. You guys, I mean, it's part of the thing with growing older. If you survive, things are in perspective.
Yeah, it
you
does
have
get
your
better.
ego in check, you know, and life
exactly.
is more enjoyable. Now, Christmas is a real special time for all of us. A lot of it is rooted in memories that were formed when we were kids. Do you have any special Christmas memories from being a kid, or was that a good time for you?
It was a very good time. I think on my 4th Christmas, I got my mom and dad bought me an electric train.
Nice.
And that was huge.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And my dad would put plywood over the ping pong table.
Right.
And we'd set up the trains with the houses and the church and the you know, the restaurant, and
right.
cars and people walking, and we had a whole setup. By the time my younger brother had his train, we had 3 trains going, and it looked like a city. You know?
That's so
It was
neat.
awesome. Those were good memories.
Yeah, are you still doing trains as an adult?
I don't do them, but I got my youngest son, Joe, and his twin sister Natalie interested for a few years.
Okay.
You know, they're 12 now, so they don't even want to know about it. But it was fun for a while. You know?
Now, and your 12-year-old twins, they sang on stage with you recently, is that correct?
Oh, yeah, they're really musical. They both have great voices.
Okay.
And my son Joe plays drums, piano, and banjo. Mm-hmm. And my daughter
banjo.
Yeah, banjo.
You got to put a stop to that. Lou.
You know what inspired him? Johnny Cash's greatest hits.
Oh, okay.
And he loves Alison Krauss in Union Station. Yep.
Wow, that's very cool.
I turn him on to the
classic
everything.
legacy.
Absolutely.
Well, he's only 12. Does he realize that Foreigner conquered the world at one point?
Oh, he has an idea, and he really loves the Foreigner stuff too.
Okay.
But he has his favorite. He has his other favorites too. You know. Mm-hmm. And my daughter Natalie, besides singing, she plays piano, violin, and guitar.
Wow.
And they're just fun to hang out with and talk music, and we just sing along with the old Beatle songs in the car and stuff.
And are you going to be home for Christmas? Is Christmas going to be a musical event at the Gramm household?
I don't know how musical. Maybe we were thinking of going caroling in the neighborhood.
How strange. Hey, honey, the guy from Foreigners at the front door singing Christmas carols.
Right. He keeps putting hot-blooded in there.
What's that all about? Well, now, what do you want for Christmas? You got to want something.
I think I'd like a year of creativity and getting a little closer with my extended family.
Very nice. That's a beautiful thing. Well, you've given us all so much. We want to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Thank you.
And I want to remind people, you've had an on-again, off-it-again relationship with the entity known as Foreigner. But people need to know that when you left, you took the voice with you. So if you want to hear the songs the way they're supposed to sound, you got to come to a Lou Gramm show. And currently, that's the Jingle Bell Rock tour.
Yeah, it's actually Eddie's band, but I have my brother Ben and Don Mancuso. Ben playing drums, Don playing lead guitar, so it's got a little injection of the Lou Gramm band in there.
Beautiful. Lou Gramm.
Say hello to Lou Gramm!